This podcast is a part of the Royal We Network.
Spit on me.
This podcast is brought to you by Audible.com.
Get a free audiobook download and a 30-day free trial at audibletrial.com/royalwecast.
They have over 180,000 different titles to choose from for your iPod,
iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player. A book that we recommend is Born Standing Up by Mr. Steve Martin.
Yep.
Yep. Science, stamp it.
Poop.
Nate and I were there was a story I was going to tell you. I don't remember what it was. Nate and I were recently in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
And there was a story associated with that. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's not important though. So, what's going on, man? What's new? What project you got working on? Are you part of that weekly hour?
Yeah, man. So the weekly hour is they recorded in my house, so I'm sort of an unchosen. They don't have the option for me not to be a part of it.
You're just like, hey,
I'm on this now. Don't get an option.
They just hear you laughing in the other room.
Yeah, that's in there. Like, oh, well, we might as well get him in here so it just doesn't just sound like a crazy guy in the back room. But yeah, no. We it's a lot of fun. We do it very sporadically, as you may have noticed. We just took like a month between episodes because we're lazy and
listen, you're talking to the Royal We took a year off, in fact.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, I was shocked when I started seeing Royal We's coming back up. I was like, man, I thought I deleted these. And then they were all just still coming in. So I'm like, oh, might as well.
Have you been listening to the new stuff?
I listened to the first two, I think, that you put up. And then I haven't listened to podcasts since. So.
Right on. Yeah, they're still. We've been releasing them chronologically.
Yeah. So
are you recording these like as they were put up, or did you record them all previously?
No, those were during the year that we weren't.
Yeah,
releasing.
we were recording for the whole year.
We just didn't release anything for some reason.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah, so a lot of those we're getting close to coming up.
There's like maybe 10 episodes before we're actually current.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I noticed there's like 4 or 5 like on there that I just have downloaded that I haven't listened to yet. I'm excited for this.
Where are we, man? We're back.
Well, there's this thing, like I hadn't realized how much my life had been missing all of this garbage. It's look, and things are starting to come together now for me. Really, this is I feel revitalized. It's like the holy water.
Can we quote that? Can we have, if we ever release a Royal We DVD, can we have Luke Weber, I feel revitalized? Quote?
And then a picture of me like beneath. You know those statues of Mary, like weeping tears, and there's someone like drinking the tears. It's a statue of you guys, like, and speaking tears, and I'm below, like drinking.
How are we going to illustrate that we're speaking is tears? That's just going to look like we're drooling on you. It's not going to.
It's holy water that comes out of your mouths.
Like, just like,
exactly. But nobody installed the ability for these statues to drip holy water. They just do it like it's a miracle.
Have you seen those statues? What? There's like in India. Have you seen this? They like they feed the statue milk, and the milk, like the statue drinks the milk.
What?
No.
Now I know obviously the statue doesn't drink milk. It's a statue, but the milk is going somewhere.
And why milk?
Yeah, what is happening to the milk? Is it going down? Like, I imagine there's like a guy that lives underground who just loves milk, and he's set up this whole scam, like wherein people feed statues this milk, and they're like, oh yeah, this is for our gods, and there's just this huge fat guy sitting underneath with.
Why does it have to be a fat guy who's drinking the milk? Why can't it just be a canister who cans it and resells it?
Drinking milk all the time, like he never stops.
You imagine how crazy into milk you'd have to be that for some reason you can't just go out and purchase it, that you've got to
make a teat statue?
Yeah, you got to turn into some kind of mole creature and live beneath a statue that you've tricked people into thinking it magically drinks milk.
How do you get that folk story going? Hey man, you see these nice shoes? I got these because I fed that statue some milk. You should try it.
He goes around, like, what he did was he told a whole heap of people over the space of like a week. He's like, so there's this statue. I hear that, like, if you put milk in there, you'll get shit.
He's just whispering to people at the line of the bank.
Are you guys hearing, like, have you heard about this statue? And then he would go around, like, he would listen to what those people wished for when he fed the statue.
Give it to them.
and then he'd go and do it.
He's
So
stalking him.
those people would be like, "Holy shit, the statue works!"
Who's this
You guys
fat
need to
guy
know.
following us around?
He wasn't fat at this stage. See, this is-
He didn't
This
have
is
the milk he
origin
required.
story.
Yeah,
This happens over the space of the first season of his show,
Which
and
is
then
obviously called the Milkman.
yeah.
the Milkman, yeah. And like it's like Daredevil, he doesn't get like the statue to actually feed him milk until the very last episode.
What is the statue of? What can we think? What would be the most likely to be fed milk?
Hey, kid, guess what? That statue's magics.
I
It's a
can't see too good, but it's lucky.
I don't read too good.
it's either the statue's either a cat, like lapping the milk from a bowl, or like a milk jug. And
Oh, that makes so much more sense. My brain, for some reason, was just a tit. Like it's just a single, like a solitary tit. I don't know why that didn't
What?
make any sense. You pour milk.
No,
Or you pour milk into it, a reverse tit.
Oh, dude, it's not. It's the impression of a tit. It's like a
Oh.
hole. It's like a tit shaped hole.
So you go
like
put your
on
tit in
a
it?
wall. And do women come up and put their tit in the hole, and then the milk comes?
I don't really want a lot of like. I don't want a combination of many women's breast milk. I mean, who's that? What are you going to do with that?
See,
That would make more sense.
It would make more sense.
It would make more sense in the story of this man. That's why he had to come up with this whole plan and not just go buy milk.
Oh, that's true.
But that turns Milkman from being like, oh, he's just a rascally scamp after some milk, to like a pervert.
A complete pervert. Yeah. But why did he make one that you got to put like a silver dollar in its mouth or something? I'm going to make
That
that.
would have made more sense, but that's just not what he's after.
When we were in Hong
Yeah.
Kong, here's a story about when we were in Hong Kong. There was a big fish statue. It had an open mouth, like a little, maybe about the size of a cantaloupe. You know?
Right.
Cantaloupe.
Unit of measure, and you had to throw money into its mouth, and if it got into its mouth, it was good luck. And there was crowds of people just hucking money into this.
No, I
fish's mouth.
saw a photo of that. So it's like it's like a massive statue, isn't it? Like
It's probably
big.
twice as tall as me.
yeah,
Maybe a
so
little
like
more.
gigantic, like 10-story building.
Got a zinged nickel up there.
Hit the zinger nickels up the top of that 20-story building.
So, and it was good luck if you get the money in there.
Yeah.
Were many
And it
people
stayed,
get-
yeah.
We missed the statue completely.
I threw it completely over the statue. 'cause
I did too.
I'm super
Mine
strong.
wasn't.
like whipped
mine
it into
was-
some old woman's eye?
Dude, a little
Yeah.
kid did take one to the head.
Yeah, but it's on one way out to the left, like into a crowd of people. It's like, oh shit, that was nowhere near.
They need to put like a splash zone around the statue, like they have at SeaWorld, where it's like, you may cop a nickel here in the eye.
How can we?
The
But how
first
can
three
we
rows of a
honestly like
Gallagher
create a
joke.
folk scenario in which people supply? Like, hey, I heard it's like a tithe. If you give 10% of your income to the Royal We,
As milk.
no, we
Oh,
don't
to
want
us.
milk.
To us. I was like, I
Please don't
hate
send
milk,
us
man.
milk.
No, I don't want any milk.
We have to convert that milk back into money somehow.
we got to sell all this milk people are mailing us. It's not even good.
I have to like call out of work. I'm like, I gotta deal with a lot of milk. A lot of people send us milk.
Just in envelopes. And
For
That's essentially like dairy farmers do it, so I don't know why we can't.
well, it's reversed though.
Well, what do you
They're
mean?
hucking milk. They're not receiving it. Well, I guess.
They're taking the milk and turning it into money.
oh, that's
So-
true. I thought you meant that they were just mailing people milk.
But they have a reputable
Straight from the
source.
source.
Yeah, it is a cow's a reputable source of milk. I don't trust these cows.
I would say like a cow is the only reputable source of milk, really. Like,
Where are they? But if we're just two dudes selling milk out of envelopes that people send us,
This is a Ziploc bag full of milk. Here's some freeform milk.
they're just constantly exploding in the post. Like people are just getting soggy,
Ah, damn it.
rotten, sour envelopes.
I don't think. I mean,
We could market it as free. You could market it as free range milk.
but we don't know what animal came from.
Small batch organic.
We don't know how old it is.
I didn't claim shit about the animal. I said the milk.
We don't even really know that it is milk.
It's free range milk because it's not in a carton. It's
How do
in
we know
a,
it's not just watered down white paint?
I don't think the free range is like what kind of packaging the product is in.
if I take a Ziploc bag and
They
fill
don't
it with
call them
milk,
Free range eggs because they're just rolling around on the shelf in the
It's just eggs in a floor somewhere.
yeah,
open
eggs.
yeah, get some free range.
the free range eggs.
That's what I call it when I have like. That's what I call it when I have like just one Tums in my pocket. I just call it. It's not in a roll. I've taken it out and just put it in my pocket. I call it a free range Tums.
This
They
is
said
a free range. Why are you carrying a single Tums in your pocket?
You never know when it might hit you. And I always have a buddy who'd be like, "You have any Tums?" I'll be like, "I got a free range." Because I mean, I'll eat it because it's my pocket, but I mean, some
You
people
take
might not
it out,
want just
take
the.
the lid off of the Tums.
It's like
Here you go,
furry.
bud.
It's covered in pocket fur.
Do you ever just forget that it's Tums? Maybe you think it's like a candy or something.
No, I always know they're Tums.
Oh, I can always pick out a Tums.
Yeah, he'll keep Tums free range, but the candy, they stay in a packet.
The pocket full of Skittles. Yeah.
Just send one Tums in there, and you have to like, you know.
But what can we do? We could make it seem like supporting us is lucky somehow, but we don't have the manpower to like go out and make people's wishes come true.
See, no, you only have to make the wishes come true for like the first 10 people, and then after that, maybe like 1 in 100. So
That's
that
true.
they'll tell their friends, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a pyramid scheme essentially, but they're not selling anything other than they're selling the idea of giving us money.
Oh, I love how you're all of a sudden involved in this. Now you're a part of us.
Well, look.
You're like, all right, boys, how can we do it? How can we make this work?
See, this is how it works. You see, you've just got to angle on in there. This is how I got on the weekly angle.
The winners, the first few winners, you just send them actual little pyramids and see if they catch on.
Yeah, that's like their clue.
What's that have to do with Egypt? Where's my milk? Where's my free range bag of milk?
I thought there was milk involved.
I sent someone a banana through the mail one time.
I remember
and the
that.
Post office was.
I remember hearing
upset.
about it. Because that was like a thing that you can do. Like that was like a thing I'm assuming that you read about on the internet is like you can send a banana in the mail.
Must
That's
have, yeah.
And then they were like, oh, okay, well, let me get my banana pen and put the address on this.
It's just another banana.
Bigger banana with a pen bit just stuck in the end.
That would be an incredible gift. Imagine if you were like late to someone's birthday party and you're like, shit, you like got invited last second. Like, I don't know. So you just take a big pen, stab it into a banana, and then wrap it and go, here you go. Like, what the fuck is this?
Have you heard about banana pens? They're the newest craze.
Give me money and the banana pen can be yours.
Yeah, see, that would be a fun thing to do for people's birthdays is bring them a gift and be like, so that'll be $80.
That would be a fun thing to
They've
do.
already taken it off you so they can't not pay.
I like the idea of you just like you tape trash together. Like I had this old banana, I had this half-used big pen, and that's yours now.
That's an invention, essentially. Like
So you just give them the wrapper. Just give them the banana wrapper.
the peel?
Yeah, the peel.
The banana wrapper.
The banana wrapper.
I like the idea of it just a card. It's a banana with a pen in it, and the card says, "I invented this. Happy birthday."
I'm a genius from Sam.
I'm an inventor. Here you go. What else could you do? You could like take. What could you do? You could take. I mean, we're walking down the milk path. You take a half a bottle of hand soap, right? Or like the last little bit, fill it up with milk. You got milk soap.
I think Dove already do that. That sounds like a thing Dove would have as like a product.
Oh yeah.
And they're like, oh, it's so good for your skin. This milk came from a statue in India. It's holy milk.
That's the show.
The show.
What you do is you trick people into feeding a statue milk, and then you take the milk and turn it into beauty products, and you say this beauty product came from a statue in which people would totally put that shit on their face.
Oh, yeah. Without a doubt. People put all sorts of weird shit on their face because they think it. The people are putting
here,
like horse cum and all sorts of stuff on their face.
There's a very popular thing here. It just says
horse oil.
Just like across the package.
Horse oil.
Horse oil. And we were like, how? We were like, that can't be real horse oil. And Sam was like, I think they just squeeze the horse oil.
Yeah. Are they juicing the horses?
Let's juice it.
How are they extracting this oil?
We went through this huge quest to find out how this was made, and it's exactly.
We Googled it. What do you mean? We went on a huge quest.
Well, I wondered about it for weeks before I got the energy to Google it.
I'm thinking like up a mountain or something to an old sage who knew about horse oil.
Yeah, but it turns out it's pretty, because we were like, maybe they take the skin, they get out of the skin. No, it's how they get oil from any animal. It's just out of the fat.
They just render it down, man.
Render the fat and get oil.
Hey, Huntsman's here. Do you want to? Let's get him on.
Oi, Huntsman!
Here he is. Put some hands on Tom. I'm just gonna crank him up here for you.
Moments after you said you were Ripper.
Ripper.
You were Ripper. Moments after that you said that you were Ripper, I asked Gibbons about something, and he replied, Ripper.
Ripper is like is that an Australian thing? Did that come from another country?
I don't know if English people say ripper.
Yeah, I think Ripper's like a pretty ochre bit of language there.
Akabita language.
Acapella language.
Ochre is like uniquely Australian. Like that's the word for something that is uniquely Australian.
This is the longest into a conversation with you guys that we have gone without making this about Australia.
Yeah, I know. That's how most people treat us. Really, we're sick of it, if anything.
With me.
Yeah. Tom got here and we were immediately like, no, let's talk about, let's get into this.
That's all we have.
It's either we talk about this or... Can you hear that? Is that coming through on your side?
Yeah, are you injured? Is that...
It's super loud.
I want the camera to pan down and there's like a knife sticking out of your chest. Nate called this like half an hour ago.
And it's for some reason it's dripping milk.
Milk.
I was that statue the whole time. It was
Tom,
me.
You missed our whole milkman plan.
Milkman.
Okay, essentially.
The milkman plan. That is totally the name of this.
Starring Dustin Hoffman.
So I'm going to present it to you how we would present it to, I suppose.
Okay, let's act it out. Okay, Huntsman, you know nothing of this plan, so you're going to be the man you're going to fund us. Okay, this is the Dragon's Den. We're on the Dragon's Den. Okay, Huntsman's the
Dragon.
Right.
Yes.
Never seen that show. I don't know what the show is.
Established.
us three show up with our milkman plan.
I'm sitting in a dark chair with like next to a black glass top table with a big stack of cash.
You have the cash on hand.
Yeah, they do. You know how there's always like really ugly rich people just stroking piles and piles of cash like it's a hairless cat.
That's you.
Yeah, that's me.
So we come in, we've got just like a piece of card and an easel that the card is on. It just says Milkman, and there's a really cool logo with like milk that is becoming like a man's face.
Yeah, that's the word milk is written in milk. Anyway, give us a moment to gather ourselves. Huntsman, can you give us a moment to gather ourselves?
I can.
We're like whispering to each other here.
Okay, so guys, which one of us is going to pitch this?
I don't know. I brought the banana pen.
Good. Take notes. You need to take the minutes.
Take notes. We need that. I feel like you're you started the story. Like you started telling me the story about the milk stand.
And you're all standing on the stage talking behind your hand at this point.
And the cameraman's trying to get a good angle.
We keep hiding our
You've got your
faces.
hand like next to your mouth.
The dragons are all like, yeah, we'll wait. It's fine. Figure yourselves out. That's
Sure,
no
you
worries.
guys have done this before the cameras were
Do
shooting.
we have non-disclosure agreements? How does this work? We'll steal our idea, man.
We've been backstage for like 4 hours, but this is a good time
This
for you
is
guys.
the moment we need to discuss this.
We were Googling horse oil.
Which one of us gets the 34%?
Do we take lunch?
We're starting to be up the cash already.
yeah.
Okay.
I saw a hairless cat that guy's petting, and it reminded me of a hot dog came to life by radiation, and it kind of made me hungry.
There's nothing more appetizing than a hot dog that came to life by radiation.
Isn't that an Imagine Dragons song?
The ood.
A hot dog came to life is an Imagine Dragons song? No.
Radioactive. Yeah, that's what that's about.
It's not about a radioactive hot dog.
Radioactive. I'm
A hot dog came alive.
Bread.
That's the show.
Okay. So which one of us is going to pitch it? I'm serious.
We'll tell
All
them
right,
to pitch. Somebody starts struggling,
Here's what
somebody
we'll do.
else step in.
Well, no.
We're the
We'll all
three-legged
pitch-
man.
We'll all pitch it together.
Okay.
All right. Are you ready, Dragon?
Yeah,
I'm ready.
Let's do this.
So we're going to do it in tandem. 1, 2, 3. We start a folk story
Are we mongoloids?
about
Milk.
milk
Milk.
and the statue
that
that we
will
will have people
experts
be experts
create to draw.
people in.
I'm lost.
It's very difficult. I need to be
Worst
looking.
pitch in history. This is
No, I quite like it because what you've done is you've come out, you've seemed unsure, and then there was that little bit of arguing about who gets what money, And then at the end of it, you've put your differences aside and you've come together. you've like grown in front of me.
The inspirational
as a
music starts
group.
playing.
And you've like it's a story of like I really like the narrative you're building.
I have no idea what your product is. I have no idea how much money I need to give you. I just know that this is a team.
It's funny because at this point the audience has no idea, and then one of us just steps up. We just want a statue that we want to trick people into feeding milk so we can resell the milk.
Yeah.
Beauty products.
And I'm in the back going, in bags.
Applause. Huge standing ovation from the crowd. They're cheering. They're losing their goddamn minds.
I think before they cheer though, like I'll stand up and do that thing where I put my thumb up but sideways, like like
The Caesar up
yeah,
or
like
down.
the thing, and I'll stand there, and then we'll like the camera will like zoom in on the fist, like, and then then the music builds, and then there's lots of shots of you guys just sweating and looking nervous, and then
Commercial.
the commercial.
And then it comes back, and there's the whole like waiting for the thumb thing again.
It comes back, and you're already celebrating, like it's happened.
It's got to have a big crazy thing. Comes back from commercial.
Hat stealing bird.
I had a business plan where I would train birds to steal hats, and then I could open a hat shop.
Oh, that's good.
This is great. It's just now the dragon is on the floor with us. We're all sitting crisscross on the floor. He's like, listen, so here's my plan.
So while they're feeding the milk to the statue, my bird comes around.
Starts stealing hats.
Taking hats, stealing back the hat store.
Look at a whole market full of people in need of a hat. They come
India
in.
is the perfect place.
They come buy their stolen hats back, or they've walked hatless, so they're obviously hot. They think, great, while I'm here at the hat shop, I can buy some nice, cold, refreshing milk.
The cycle begins again.
Yeah.
And
Guys, wait, can I stop you for a second? We have one listener. Hey, whoever's listening to this right now in Mixo, you can't steal our milk idea, or our banana pen idea, or our bird hat stealing ideas.
Oh my god!
This is like we're recording this.
I was an unwilling guest. You're using my
Huntsman.
This is theft.
This is the show.
Showception.
what they do is they get okay, so they're going to give milk to the statue that we're going to resell. Meanwhile, birds are coming down, stealing people's hats, taking them to the hat shop where you're reselling people stolen hats.
Right.
Then you also give them a voucher for 10% off of banana pens, which right outside we've got a stand set up where you can buy banana pens. And they think they're getting a deal because it's 10% off. But what they don't understand is we already marked them up 20%.
To what the standard, like the market rate is on banana pen.
Banana pen.
Now, Tom, you missed this. A banana pen is just a banana that you've taken a biro and jammed it backwards inside the banana. So you write like while holding the whole banana.
What's the life of a banana? I like that because like the banana's not going to last that long. This is a product that you need to replace frequently.
Well,
This
this
is
is
like-
you lose a pen pretty quick.
It's like the razor scam where people like you buy heads for razors because they just don't last that long and you can charge a fortune because you've already got the pen. So once you buy one banana pen, you're going to need to keep coming back and buy like ludicrously priced bananas to go on the end of the pen that you've bought.
Yeah.
You're trapped. It's like
Listen.
toothbrush heads and razor heads and stuff.
You have to it's the biro that's the expensive part.
Yeah.
And like, that cost us, nothing.
Yeah.
They're buying more and more of those.
Pennies on the dollar.
Yeah, I think the only people that might catch on to that are monkeys walking among us, and they'll be like, "Hey, we know the price of a banana."
No, they just have a bunch of broken teeth because they've been biting into them.
They come up and then they come up bitching to you about, I don't know what you guys are pulling here, but I keep busting my teeth on these pins and these bananas, but all you hear is, and you're like, monkeys, man.
And their teeth are all busted and they look like shit. So no one's going to take them seriously when they come around claiming that like we're ripping people off. They'll be like a regular monkey I'd listen to, but this one looks like he doesn't look after himself.
Yeah, but he brushes his teeth.
Yeah. This guy's obviously not looking after himself. I don't know if I want to take his advice on anything.
Or if you just thought he was a guy who's using bad razors.
Yeah.
Homeless man.
Just a monkey covered in like blue like blue ink all over it. Just fucking teeth in shatters. Just comes.
And that's what the statue is. It's a statue of a blue monkey. That's what we feed them.
Oh, and perfect.
Full circle.
And scene.
The
You
show.
just, you've just got to make your mascot something that's already around, like traffic light or something. Like I don't know, something that's going to be.
People are going to feed a traffic light milk. How are you going to convince them to do that?
Oh,
No, I mean like I'm talking more in terms of like if you can start to associate your brand with something that people are seeing just on the reg, like post boxes or like traffic lights or just I don't know.
But you have to be careful because then people are going to start feeding milk to things that aren't your milk
yeah, it's
collection.
got to be one of them.
But you can surely you can separate your brand from whatever. Like people aren't just like trying to buy. I don't know. I can't think of a single mascot now that I need to.
Tom,
Like
we're trying to convince people who will be willing to feed an inanimate object milk something.
You make it a big blue monkey with just a rocking set of tits.
But they're inverse tits. The tits go inside the monkey, like the original idea for the statue.
Yeah, but then it all goes, excuse the pun, tits up. People just start leaving whole babies in the tit cavities, and you're like, what's happening? How can I?
Yeah, we take those babies, we train them on how to harvest the milk down below.
We train them to trade the birds to steal hats.
It's perfect. I can't see any problem with this. Now, in my mind,
train thyself.
There needs to be a big board with like sticky notes and lines drawn
Yeah,
to
like
monkeys and hats and tits.
Like a beautiful mind.
graphs,
Red yarn
like,
going between.
We've always joked of like doing like, subway maps for like, metro stations and stuff.
Yeah.
We've always joked about doing like, 50s style art subway maps, but for our podcast, where like you see the diverging tracks go for a different topic.
Yeah.
And then like it all loops back around to monkey tits. And then like, so it's different stops on the podcast train.
The problem with that is it would look like a Rorschach test. Like, it'd just be fucking splatter, and you'd be like, oh, okay.
Not this one, man. This one would be a fucking clean circle.
This is the perfect uniform circle.
This one would just like be a big dollar sign.
Imagine if that was uncovered as a real thing that was going on. We'd be like, what in the hell? That's the most convoluted, crazy, harebrained thing I've ever heard.
There's like one like CIA agent who's been trying to get to the bottom of this for years, and all the other agents are like, "Come on, man, this is crazy! Like, there's no way this is happening." No,
He comes home from work. He's looking at himself in the mirror. There's milk dripping out of his hair.
Like, finally, we think we'd get away with it, and he's like, "They're underneath the statue."
I'm telling you, there's a correlation between the hat store and the monkey tit statue.
And the banana pen man.
This goes on for years, and then like that guy's all old and burned out, and then some like hot young upstart like gets in and starts noticing the same pattern, and like all the old boys around the police shop have to
The police store.
the police store. Start thinking, you're going to go the same. He's going to go visit the old detectives who's all fucked up on like schizophrenia medication that he doesn't need because he's perfectly sane.
He takes his case files out in one of those old boxes and like blows the dust off the top of it.
Blows the dust
And it just says like the milkman on the top of it.
What's great, guys, the way this started is there is really a statue somewhere in India they feed milk to, and where does the milk
right.
fucking go?
Is it like
It's
one
a
guy
real
doing
thing.
it, or just anybody can walk up and try to feed it milk?
There's a big line of people who have milk and bowls, and they give it. They leave food and stuff at its feet, and they pour milk into its mouth.
Is it like a porous stone?
It's
not magic.
I know it's not magic.
I went to in Cambodia. There was like this one place that we were where they would have their little shrine, and they would give offerings to this shrine. I don't know the specifics of how it worked, but every day
Sure.
they would put food out for this shrine, and it was part of their tradition. And every afternoon you'd come back and the food was gone, and I was like, I wonder where all that's going. That's very interesting. And then one day I was sitting watching it. I was reading a book sort of nearby, and looking at the shrine, which still had like whatever food was down underneath it. And then this great big fucking rat just walks up in front of the shrine and just pisses off into the jungle with it. So I'm really concerned that nobody had seen it and they thought that they were like, there was something really spiritual and beautiful going on.
But maybe they worship the rats.
Fucking their little hands together.
Well, it's possible.
The thing is, though, that rat took it into the jungle to like a god.
Yeah.
The god threw it in. The god's like, yeah, it's working.
Like that dragon from How to Train Your Dragon.
Good work, Sprockets.
Sprockets the rat. He's got like a metal claw hand.
I can't let them see me, so I have my rats go get the food.
He's the colonel.
yeah. For some reason, this is the way that this Cambodian jungle god sounds.
Go collect the food from the shrine, see?
I can't help but notice I see you you vaping, sir. Are you vaping the D&D vapor?
Oh, fuck.
That was even a thing.
Oh, man. Oh, I've forgotten all about those guys.
I still get a check from them every now and then.
Yeah, that you commission.
D&D vapor plugin in dndvapor.com.
Yeah.
Every now and then the residuals on those ads we did are gonna like.
What was the name? What was the network name?
NSFW radio, not
Yeah,
Network
that's
radio.
right.
Hot Daddy Radio.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
Pod Daddy. We actually still do pitch D&D vapor plugs.
Oh, really?
We never make any money off it or anything.
I should be back in the D&D then.
They're supposed to send us a sample kit. We never heard back from them.
I actually told them that we would start vaping.
We said, yeah, we'll start vaping and talking about your product. And we were like, well, we live in Taiwan. And that was the end of the email chain.
A couple of scammers, Taiwanese scammers.
Notorious Taiwanese scam.
Yeah,
They've just disappeared. There's like a hole in the wall in the shape of like D&D vapor.
you
What's
go to the
great,
it's just a box full of broken monkey's teeth.
Why is he picking up the teeth?
They got on the other end of the scam where they've got the monkey teeth that's falling out because of the banana pen.
They're recycling the milk bags. The banana wrappers.
Monkey teeth is actually a very potent source of nicotine that they've managed to grind up and put into their
The dirty secret behind
For
the vape.
half a second,
Yeah.
I was like, what? Really?
That's why vaping is so bad, because you've got to steal the teeth from monkeys.
Still monkey teeth. That would be a whole thing.
Stealing. That just sounds like it'd be a fucking whole thing.
I was going to mess with a monkey to start with. Even a little monkey I
I
don't want
feel
to
like
mess
you just
with.
kill the monkey, take its teeth.
Yeah.
You're not going
I
to
was
try to
thinking-
pull the teeth out of a live monkey.
From a live monkey, yeah.
I think I could kill a monkey.
Depends on the monkey. If it's like a marmoset, then yeah, sure.
Is a marmoset a monkey though?
A marmoset's like a little rat monkey. Like,
Ooh, Mama said.
Remoset. Dad Moset.
Mama said. That's what we do.
They get
I
pretty
think-
big though, monkeys.
That's true.
They get
I feel like
strong.
if we're talking about like wizard magic or like witches spell, she's gonna need the teeth for a live
That's
monkey.
a joke that you just made completely on your own.
at no point were we talking about wizard
That's
magic.
what I was thinking.
This is on you, okay?
If we're talking about this, like, oh, we're not though.
You guys, the guys at the Dragon Inn didn't let us finish our plan. We intend on becoming warlocks.
We need the teeth from live monkeys.
Bring us your live monkey teeth.
So we get these Australians on. We get them talking about monkey teeth, which naturally leads into wizard.
The rainforest is a very delicate ecosystem.
Yeah. That'll affect the monkey with no teeth. That's going to affect something.
Yeah. There'd be some type of frog that lives off the shit that grows in monkeys' teeth.
Yeah, they brought the wizards in to kill all the monkeys for their teeth. Then the wizards went fucking ape shit. They had to get like dragons in to get rid of the wizards.
Pun intended.
What's the fun?
The ape shit.
Right.
They went ape shit over monkey teeth. You'll go ape shit for monkey teeth.
Out now from Moose.
Wow.
I've always wanted to just make Craigslist ads for things like that. Like, I got a big bag of monkey teeth. Like, just and it's like
But
a
you got to
grocery
make
bag.
with the monkey teeth. If someone tries to buy it, you got to make with some teeth.
But then you get an email from someone wanting to buy your what you get. You're not going to actually get any money because you don't have no monkey teeth to sell. But
Yeah,
you
because
get
also
emails from
People
people.
looking for monkey teeth. They're not going to have money.
I have no trade or skills, but I do have this jar of monkey teeth.
Yeah, sometimes when you're driving through the woods or you're driving through like the forests or whatever, like somewhere there's a lot of like a suburb, like a really out like country kind of area with a lot of houses, you'll see like free firewood.
Rural.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. You see like just like on a piece of cardboard, it'll say free firewood.
Yeah, free dirt.
Yeah, it'll just say free monkey teeth.
Yeah.
Behind
But what
that,
that actually means is it's someone who's in a gangbanger related crime got put in jail unfairly, and his name is Monkey Teeth, and they want you to free him.
Free monkey teeth. You come be like, hey man,
justice for monkey teeth.
I'm here to get those teeth.
Like, no, man.
Monkey teeth's in jail.
Monkey teeth not here, man.
What happened? Gangbang related.
They would be like, what do you mean? I thought what's funny is both of you seem crazy. Both of you seem crazy because you're trying to get a guy named Monkey Teeth.
Yeah, because A, you were looking for monkey teeth.
Yeah, the first guy wants Monkey Teeth.
The second guy knows a guy, cares about a guy, named Monkey Teeth.
Cares about a guy.
His best buddy's monkey teeth, man. He's not complete without his bud monkey teeth.
He's not letting that go. He's taking it all the way to appeals court.
Oh, dude, that'd be a great free Monkey Teeth.
Free monkey teeth. I like if you see the guy, one either had comically big chompers or he had no teeth at all.
Or just like great big ears.
Yeah.
This is our
Nothing
next.
to do with his teeth.
Free Monkey Teeth is our next t-shirt. It's
Free
just
monkey
really
teeth.
tall. Like, it's in the vote for Pedro font.
Yeah. Oh.
That went hand lettered badly.
We could do like the
We've been joking for a long time where we would do Royal We shirts, so it's like just the logo on the front, but on the back, you know how like you go see the Dave Matthews Band or whatever on the back of their shirts.
I wonder who he's going with. I was waiting to see.
As you do. And yeah, like all the tour locations.
My brain went Miley Cyrus, Rush, Dave Matthews Band.
Anal cunt.
I went no Miley Cyrus, no Rush, and I
Why
went
not Rush?
yes. I don't know why not Rush. I like Rush.
Geddy Lee.
Why not Rush?
Why not Rush? So on the front of the shirt would be a Royal We, and on the back it would be like tour dates, except it would just be show notes. So it would be one thing like Banana Pen, or it would be Free Monkey Teeth, or it'd be like Milk
And then
Statue.
the of when those episodes came out.
So people would see the shirt, and then they would be like, what the fuck does your shirt mean? Like, what is this? And like, oh, I haven't heard that episode. I don't know. And you have to like listen really carefully and try to figure out like what episode, what could, like we had one, because we have, my phone is dead right now, but the show notes, I make them kind of vague usually. Because the reason I do that is Nate used to wake up and he'd write notes on stuff. Like if he thought it was funny, he'd take a write note next to his bed. And he came into school one day with a note that just said knife shit.
And I had no memory of what it was.
I really like the idea of like in 20 years and like there's two guys on the street and they meet each other like wearing the shirts and they're like, oh man, Monkey Teeth 2016, you should have been there. Should have been there, man.
I was there, but I don't remember any of it.
I was fried out of my mind on milk from a statue.
Where's he getting the milk?
So we sent it to him.
Somebody,
Free range.
some guy sent me a bottle of industrial bleach and milk, and I put it on my face.
I have like
Those guys are kind of assholes.
I do that thing too where I'll wake up and like write little notes about. Do you still do that, Nate?
Yeah.
I will wake up in the middle of the night and then my tired brain will go, I've just had the greatest idea for a story or a TV show or something.
Right.
And then I'll go back through my phone like whenever I remember, because you never remember when you wake up,
Uh-huh.
and have all of these things that I thought sounded so genius at the time. But like,
Yeah.
Was it your phone that just for years you just had a note that said street sharks were a thing?
yeah.
Well, there was, oh man.
God, they were a thing.
They
Yeah,
were a
exactly.
Yeah.
Street
This is what we
sharks.
did every time we read that note. We were like, oh my God.
Well, that's like I have a big thing too. Think about this. You remember the California raisins?
No, we didn't have them.
See, we didn't have them.
But we don't have in California.
No, of them. They were raisins that sung. Am I right?
And they sang like heard it through the grapevine and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. And they were like for a cereal or were they for raisins?
They're just selling raisins.
I think they were just trying to sell raisins for
They were
some
selling
crazy.
their brethren for eating purposes.
They
After
had like a
Christmas, all the idea
Christmas special.
that- they had a Christmas special.
Yeah, and the one they were wearing hats, and there was that really bad like claymation. Heard it through the grapevine.
Right.
It's just, it was, and grown people were like, "Oh man, the raisins are on." I'm like, "What?" I was a kid. I mean, I was a little kid and was like, "This is weird."
yeah.
People liked this. It wasn't just an ad. It was like
Oh, yeah, No,
People
they,
bought the toys and
they
stuff.
were toys. I remember like at
I-
fast food restaurants, like the toys that you would get in like Happy Meals and stuff were California raisins.
I had a California raisin on my Christmas tree, little
Yeah.
ornament.
I expect the California raisins were like snap, crackle, and pop the rice bubbles children.
Yeah, yeah. Like,
The rice bubbles children.
Yeah, you know.
yeah, on rice, rice bubbles.
we call them Rice Krispies.
Rice Krispies, man.
Right.
that's
okay.
incorrect.
Yeah, well, that's wrong. But we're not going to go there. But
I think we have a different Cocoa Pops guy. Cocoa Pops guy.
ours is a monkey
Yeah.
with blue all over it.
Ours is a
Rockin' tits.
some sort of bird. He's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. This is a bird.
Cuckoo for
Our guy-
cocoa.
Ours is it's just like a chocolate milkshake, only crunchy.
Yeah, that's now our Fruit Loops. They have a toucan.
Yeah,
on them.
toucans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
we've got
for
toucans,
yeah,
yeah.
we got that too.
What about honeycomb?
So there's
that
two
crazy
big-
creature.
What?
And he's like the honeycombs. He's like honeycomb, me want honeycombs.
No, I don't think cereal is as big a thing. Like if you go to the cereal aisle here, there's like maybe like 10 meters of cereals.
Yeah, it's
Like-
not like there's not
and
an,
that's like
an
it.
aisle
And
for
like
cereal.
most of that is different kinds of wheat bix. Like
There's
just
like 4
size.
boxes.
There's different size boxes of
yeah,
Wheat
it's all like there's the family one and then the single person one.
Yeah.
And then like all of the different sizes in between. And by the time you get through all of the different sizes and shapes of wheat bix boxes, you've got like Cocoa Pops, Fruit Loops, and like that's it.
yeah,
And then all the Coles brand versions of all of them.
yeah, all the like the
Cereal
home-
in bags.
generic ones with like just worse drawn guys on.
Yeah, yeah,
Just all the ones that didn't print properly.
yeah. You eat a box of Monster Mash in the morning
Monster Mash.
or something. Monster something. They always have like some weird. They usually come in a big sack, like a big bag.
A
on the
sack
bottom
of
sh-
cereal.
Yeah, it's a big bag of cereal on the bottom shelf. Yeah, we've got in the States, man. There were tons.
Yeah,
we
we
went
love
on
it
for
in America,
days.
yeah.
You get a variety pack of little individual boxes. I had like
Oh yeah, no, we have those. And then the box you rip open and it becomes a bowl.
Yeah.
Cereal chat, international cereal chat. You guys, hey, you know what that sound means? It means it's time for cereal chat, boys. All right, so here in America we love cereal, but down in Taiwan they like it so much.
Grab your bowls, grab your milk. It's time for cereal chat.
Can we start a podcast about cereal? I bet you we can. Oh, dude, it'd be funny. We just go out cereal, but spelled like Cereal because that podcast cereal is so popular.
And each week we'll tee it up. Luke and I live together, so it's easy. We'll buy a different box of cereal each week, review it, but in a really serious way, and like with
And it
that.
starts with just like,
People are all like downloading it, thinking it's like discussion about the Sarah Koenig show.
Yeah.
Like, they're all like, "Oh man, I love This American Life. I love cereal chat."
We have to frame it up that way too. Like
Yeah.
use all their little turns of phrase.
Yeah.
Like eat the cereal. And now I know what you're thinking, but it's just like you. Yeah.
Like certain parts of it are me on the phone to Tom. Like he's
We
talking
did
about cereal.
Us driving around in a car, like looking.
we call the Taliban and ask them about cereal.
trying to get to the bottom of like Cocoa Pops.
Who is this? How did you get this number?
Well, apparently the Taliban live in Transylvania.
No, we actually called up the Count Chocolate
We call that chocolate.
Hey man, we love your work.
on the line with Count Chocula.
They just gotta get. They've got to get Frankenberry to hold the phone for Booberry because he's so spectral he can't pick anything up.
See, there was two different kind of berry monsters in American cereal. Which is insane
We
to
didn't
me.
even have one berry.
No, we
monster.
had neither of those.
They have ours.
Oh, we didn't even have one berry monster.
We had one that was cops and robbers themed
what?
called Cookie Crisp. It was a little. It was a little. Cookie Crisp, and it was like a burglar dressed in like black and white striped uniform with a little bandit mask. So I mean, he's not fooling anybody, and he would just sneak in and nick people's bowls of cereal, and this like Irish copper would chase him down and try to crack him in the skull. He'd be like, "Oh, you come back here with the cereal now. Oh, we're gonna throw you in the pokey."
Why is so many American cereals based around something stealing someone else's cereal?
Lucky Charms,
Yeah.
Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah, there's all like they're essentially
Bonnie.
creating is this mindset in children that if you don't eat this cereal quickly, somebody is going to come and take it from you.
So good.
You need to get things down quick.
Yeah.
I remember it wasn't until I moved here and stopped drinking a gallon of milk every day with my cereal that I realized that every shit didn't need to be an emergency.
I can't remember, like, apart from like a wheat bit, I can't remember the last time I ate cereal as an adult.
Yeah, normal cereal. I don't think I buy it ages.
I buy some cornflakes every now and then.
Yeah.
It's not really here. It's not really here though.
I eat
Absolutely
Wheat
cereal.
Bix with milk and banana every day.
Yeah,
It's like
that's because
my-
it's like that's as an adult, that's what you should be doing.
Yeah.
You should be like, ooh, this I'm going to try this one.
And then in another 15, 20 years, I'll graduate to that one with all the bran in it because my cold will stop working.
The one that's just a ball. It's just like a dried up bale of hay.
Yeah.
What it's called? Wheat?
shredded wheat.
Shredded wheat.
Straight away, yeah.
Yeah, that's like the see now.
All bran.
What they need is mascots for those. And it's just like an old guy just being like, oh, this is pretty good.
Oh, guys, we have Belize. Belize is in the chat. Let's see what cereal is like in Belize. International cereal chat. Belize.
But Belize are on the line.
Belize are on the line.
In Belize, we have no cereal. We have
In Belize, we have only radish.
Only radish.
Belize. I think Belize is like. Well, let me tell you what I think about Belize. Belize is beaches, coconuts.
That's what I'm thinking.
It's like islands and beaches and.
they eat the same cereal as us, just out of a half of a coconut.
Do they still sound bad in Eastern European? In Belize, we have only coconut.
It sounds like
We work 3 weeks to lick one coconut.
it sounds Russian.
Would you like umbrella in your fruity drink?
Belize, we stand on the beach. We have beautiful time.
We do not say the word please. We say Belize. Belize, come here.
Yeah, Belize, come here. Belize, do not take our beautiful seashells.
Belize, I worked 4 weeks for that one coconut. Please do not take her.
Belize, do not take my family and hold for ransom.
Take
Belize.
some photographs. Leave only foot.
This person's listening to me, just Belize.
It's like, fuck you.
We actually have to end this recording here, so I'm going to turn that off.
All right.
Okay.
Oh shit! She says I like to eat apples and banini. What?
Apples and bananas.
Apples
Oh
and
yeah.
How's it go?
Apparently-
Apples
guys.
and bananas, apples and bananas. That's like a
Oh,
kindergarten song.
I don't know that one.
Belize is 6 years old.
Well,
They should be listening to this.
I don't know if they are, but they just referenced the 6-year-old song.
where are your parents?